Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kiss Limelight. I'm your host, Paul Kasa, and this is a show where each week we are blessed with a guest. And as you can see, I'm right plonked in the middle of two of them tonight. So before we commence, I just want to advise the listeners that we are live on Facebook, Twitch, Facebook and Twitch, and Instagram. So tune in if you want to see our pretty faces live. So without further ado, I want to introduce Shahnam and Yulia Kasa. How are you guys?
Very good. It's Friday.
It certainly is.
Day for it.
Yeah, totally. So we'll start with yourself, Shahnam. A little bit about yourself. You've been in Australia for a certain amount of time. How long have you been DJing for? Style, everything else?
Well, my name is Paymon, actually. But I have a nickname, David. Like in Australia, call me David. But yeah, either way, it doesn't matter. I came to Australia about 7 years ago, and I've been a struggle to get back into music because I used to make music like a hip hop, electronic, about like 12 years ago, and then I was rapping actually. I was rapping for like about 3 years, and then I got into the electronic music, and then after that techno, and then psytrance, and I realized I've got like attraction to all different genre of music, and I actually kind of like it, and that's why I'm just bringing in a DJ deck and enjoying playing music. But at the same time, I'm actually producing as well. Just started. It's kind of mixture of all genre of music, which is mostly psytrance and techno and drum and bass. But yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah. Amazing. We're looking forward to hearing your set tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a really interesting combination of genres that are coming together in a back-to-back. So it's going to be a fantastic performance when it takes place. So a little bit about yourself, Yulia.
Yeah, I'm Yulia Kasa. I've been in Australia since 2011, believe it or not. Australian citizen now, originally from Russia, and started DJing actually end of COVID lockdown. So I wanted just to learn how to do the mixes for myself, for my friends, and then this passion grew. And it's been almost 3 years, but I've been playing as a Yulia Kasa solo project 1 year. And before that, 6 months as a femme fatale duo with another Russian girl, which is now Femme Fatale Collective. So today is obviously the day where we can share the energy and the sounds, because we found a lot of similarities, especially for Psy, fast Psy, and plus hypnotic hard groove, and we're just going to cook something different.
It's going to be a very interesting combination. Yeah, so what would be the best way to describe your sound?
Well, at the moment, for the last probably 3-4 months, or not really, a little bit longer, I found hypnotic and hard groove techno, more like a Berlin type, 140 BPM, a bit higher, 140, 145 is my favorite.
Very good.
And also fell in love with dark, fast Psy. Like
very good.
Psy.
Excellent. With that, do you think we should throw to our first track? Do you want to tell us a little bit about the track we've got queued up?
Yes. So actually my whole hypnotic and hard groove started from this particular producer, Alarica from Italy. It's called Asthma. And here we are. This is my favorite of his.
Asthma, let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome back. So, Payman, you have an interesting background. You're musically trained and you've been producing for quite a long time. Can you tell us a little bit about all that?
Yeah, it's about like 12 years I started as a hip hop, as I said. Like, I used to rap and then I got to electronic music, and I had a really good 2 years making music for other artists, other rappers. And when I came to Australia, I had a big pause, and then I actually studied, during this time, I studied Middle Eastern sound and piano. And then, I just founded techno, psytrance, like trying to mix multiple genres, especially psytrance and techno. It's been my favorite. And then, I've made just new song, new track for the album. I'm just going to play it now.
Yep. Yeah. And how does the training that you've received in Middle Eastern and piano, does any of that translate into the music that you produce?
Oh, amazing. Like, what I would say, it brings soul into the music. And I actually really like it because you can feel the soul into the tracks. Like any genre of music, doesn't matter, techno, psytrance, but Middle Eastern has a really...
It's got a warmth about it.
Yeah, it's really warmth about it, and I love it,
Yeah, totally. And you, Yulia, 2025 is going to be an interesting year for you. This is a period that you're thinking about getting into production, is that right?
Yeah, it's been actually a long journey in procrastination in between, because obviously you need to have a focus, determination. But as of February, I'm actually starting this journey properly. I already found the mentor of my sound. Quite a few good cases already with amazing results, but I'm also starting proper study actually here in Melbourne in School of Synthesis.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. Because I realized I need a structure, I need a commitment, I need ownership. I can't do it by myself. I need the beginning of someone who makes me really responsible.
Yes,
and the journey.
Yeah, and it means that we can get further faster if we employ the people that have been doing it for a long time, and they can show us the ropes, right?
Yes, yeah, it resonates with my energy, definitely, yes. Yeah.
Fantastic. I really look forward to hearing your productions. Send them through when you get them ready. So, Payman, do you want to introduce the next track that we're going to play?
Yeah, this track I made, shout out to my friend Engin who mastered this track for me. This is one of my tracks in the new album I'm releasing soon, in maybe 4 months, hopefully. But this is a mixture of the psytrance and techno, which has got the Middle Eastern sound into it, which I hope people love it.
Exciting, let's hear it. So Payman, as this part of the track's playing through, because you say it's so special, so we'll let it play through, and we'll continue with the interview. So can you tell me, when it comes to your productions, what is the inspiration, and how do you get inspired for certain sounds and certain genres?
Well, my inspiration are obviously from all the artists that play instruments, which is like Kehan Kel, who plays the kamancha, one of the best instrument I've ever heard. It's like a violin, yeah, those sort of artists that play just one single instrument. And after that, Merkaba was introduced me to the world of the psytrance, and this is like 10 years ago, and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I can actually add any sound I want to the like a psytrance or techno, and
literally infinite possibilities, right?
Oh no. And yeah, start from there, and then I was trying to just mix all the sound I want to the techno or the psytrance, to just add a little bit of soul, and just not too really progressive, just have a little bit of a melodic and Middle Eastern sound. And yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Beautiful. Sounds, and going by the sound of this track, it's absolutely amazing. So you're right on the money, buddy. And from your perspective, Kasa, Yulia, from a DJ's perspective, how do you put together a set, and do you DJ on the fly? Are you a meticulous programmer? What do you do to get ready?
So it depends on the event. I usually fly in the private parties, small parties where I can improvise whatever. But depends on the event. I usually know where I want to start, because I consider the time I'm playing, the obviously DJs who is playing before me, and I kind of know where I want to start, and maybe some of the tracks I want to play, and I might have 15-20 minute structure, and then I'm just gonna fly, kind of reading the energy of the crowd, can change things. And I usually also have a closeout tracks as well, so it's kind of structure, but it's not structure, especially when it comes to clubs environment.
Yes. So you come in with a little bit of order, so that you can kind of settle into the set, and then you kind of spread your wings and go where you...
Yeah, but in the private parties or even small raves or whatever, I just go whatever.
Very good. And the Melbourne scene, when it comes to so you're saying that you're in Hypnotic Hard Groove. What is the scene like? And are there many DJs that play a sound similar to yours? And where do you fit in when you're on a bill in a club and wanting to play your sound?
Look, when I started playing and when I found that kind of energy in the tempo, so it was very fresh, but I see a lot over the last, especially 6 months, that sound is getting very popular. So more influence from Europe, even in different states, in South Australia, in Sydney, I've got a lot of obviously people I'm following with that sound, a lot of different parties, small parties. It's more smaller parties, but the sound is definitely getting more popular these days in Australia, and I'm so excited.
And as you load your next track, I'll just quickly ask Payman, what's your DJing experience been like, just in a quick breath here in Australia?
Oh, it's been amazing, man. I've when I realized what I can do as a DJ, to the mind, to the people, and they've been amazing, because when you learn the sort of keys that you can play, and then you can actually change people's mindset through the music, that's actually been really interesting, because it's a game, and I'm trying to play it well.
And recognizing that Psy actually comes from psychological, so
yes, exactly.
It really is a mind trip. So
it is a mind trip.
Very good. And with that, Yulia, let's go to our next track. Do you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, so it's track Magma by Steph Mendeses. And when I came across to this particular track, the sounds I've heard, I was like, this is next planet.
Let's go. And so, Payman,
Yep.
this particular topic that I want to talk to you about is evolution. So you've been doing your work for the last 10 years, and you said you started in hip hop, and there's obviously been a lot of progression and evolution in your sound.
Yeah.
Is there anything specifically that has had you that's pushed you along and evolving your sound to get faster and heavier and deeper? Is there anything specific there?
Well, it's actually 12 years. When I was rapping when I was 18. But no, over the years, when I just discovered a different sound, as I just feel like I can actually share this sound with with the people and to get more energy out of it. And I can I'm still listening to the hip hop and all of genre of music that I've been listening to. This is all my journey.
Yeah, you still listen to it now.
I know, yeah. And for sharing to the people, I actually kind of feel like it's good to have it something similar and something more groove and just energy. Yeah, just energy. And sometimes not fast. Sometimes I play slow, but it depends on the crowd and it depends on the feeling. But yeah, I feel like I like this sharing this energy and yeah, I actually really enjoy to dance with the people as well.
Yeah, and the more unique you make that sound, the more inspiration it gives you to actually want to play.
And I'm Persian, man. I'll dance every day.
Oh, very good, very good. And Yulia, what about yourself? So, as somebody who's in the past couple of years has evolved a lot with her sound, is there anything in particular that has kind of pushed you in the direction that you've been heading in?
Yeah, so it's still fast-paced because I'm fast. I'm high energy, very high energy, as you can feel. Last year, first festival Esoteric, I fell in love with this particular dark psy techno, Fasia, or Guardian Records label. Oh, that particular track, if I've got a time, I can play, completely took me to different dimensions. So that's why a combination of hypnotic hard groove and dark fast psy is something like, it's going to be in my production as well.
And it just goes well. It kind of marries up well with the grooves and the...
because it brings more soul.
Yeah.
I think the psy sounds brings more soul. And combination of energy, soul, and it's just emotions. And it's going to be still fast, but emotional and amazing.
Yeah. And at the same time, it's giving you an opportunity to really carve out a unique sound for yourself, right? The Yulia Kasa brand. So.
Yeah.
Have you had much encouragement from people abroad that have heard your sound and they're giving you encouragement? They're sending advice and tips your way?
Yeah, of course, from the SoundCloud. I've got a big community, actually, and since I started playing peak time driving techno, kind of 128 BPM, and the faster I went, I got different following, and they're supporting me, so obviously people love it, I love it, and it's just more support, motivation, I guess, to move to the direction I want, and my energy resonates with that as well.
Yep, so very good. And is that the same with you, Payman?
Yes, it's been same. This mix I made, it was just for me and Yulia because we have a bigger picture to play together in a boiler room. We just made a deal. We were like, okay, let's make this set. And some of these tracks I'm playing tonight is just my own remix. So we're just looking at a bigger picture and playing the boiler room soon.
Yeah, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. You've heard it first. These guys back to back at some stage of the boiler room. So, Yulia, can you tell us a little bit about this track that we're going to play, and then we'll have you guys 60 minutes in the mix.
Yeah, so this is Fazia from Esoteric, Demon Hand. Completely took me to different dimension at Esoteric where I discovered this particular sound.
Let's go. quick ad break, and we will be 60 minutes in the mix. How are you feeling?
Oh, amazing. Can't wait.
Excited!
Let's do it, guys.